Alright, so in this one, listen, man, I am exhausted, not just because of what these units are, but what they really just signify, man. Like, what is your purpose, brother? Why do you exist? You don't have any reason to do anything. Why? I don't get why Legends feels the necessity to be different within its own self. It just tries so hard to be different by we do this one thing where we drop an LF cooler, right? And we hard counter and we destroy. And why cooler works so well and didn't just fall off within like a week and whatever and change once he countered the unit he countered is because he generalized his counter out, right? He's good against USV because he's type advantage and doing what he does. But in turn, he's good against USG, and because of what he does within the overall neutral of a Super Saiyan he's fighting on the enemy team, he generalized counters, and that actually makes it an effective thing. So when you do this half measure that Legends does here, where they're doing this of Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, who doesn't have a Spear Pump for some reason at all, as a legend, instead of, let's say, a Topo that could have been a legend instead, because we need underrepresented characters to be represented. Eventually, we can't just have the Goku show with Gogeta and Vegito. We can kind of move on and develop with our brains here. We don't do that. We make a half-baked mechanic that is just, okay, this guy, when he fights Broly, he's solid. He's good. You could even call him great to a degree because he makes Broly get a little bit of a checkout. But then you understand and realize this is a 3v3. So this character just being up to great par when he's fighting a team with Broly on it, in turn, doesn't really have a circumstance to matter because guess what? You fight Broly, and guess what you're going to fight? You're going to fight him alongside 17 Frieza, alongside the Buu Duo, alongside UVB, alongside UGB, and this is units that this Kaioken Goku cannot handle as effectively as he does Broly. And again, to reiterate already the point of Cooler, where you design him with intent to not just hurt the character that you release that you don't want to success and thrive within USV, you do it where he's actually being able to survive against others. Because guess what? If Cooler didn't have that neutral element to him, then he wouldn't have done the counter at that he's doing because USG just would have destroyed him, which then what would have been the point of Cooler's release? Sure, you can say it was a toxic release and it's not a good release because it is in turn hurting a cool release, hurting a unique release, hurting a non-toxic release, but it's a purpose to release the character. There is a purpose to the unit. This character does not have a purpose. He exists to be a solid answer to a character that, frankly, needs answers and needs determinate answers and finalized answers. If you want to answer to Broly, you know what you would have done? You would have dropped a legend Topo, and you make it where he Hakais, and then he has like multiple Hakais. He lands Hakai, guess what? He locks the transformation of Broly. You can't auto-transform anymore. You can't auto-attack anymore. And then from that, he fucks over the health restore to where like 100% health restore down, and then they can't do anything from there. So they have a low HP Broly. They can't transform a Broly, and this guy releases, and he's actually impactful. He could be a ranged unit helping UGB. There's so many circumstances I can note already that's just like, wow, you can make this current release that is fucking abysmal tragedy actually something that actually becomes relevant and matter. But then when you do it in the mannerism where it's just fucking disrespectful to even the players and disrespectful to even think they're gonna waste their money on this shit, or they're free to play CC, which is even worse because you don't get much of that shit no more, it just doesn't make any sense. Why even release it? What is the purpose of releasing this man God Topo as a 1% sparking, a defense type, and then even more so a red? I'm going off on Kaioken, but why? We just got Shin buff, we have UGB, we have UVB buff, we have Red Broly that doesn't even exist anymore, and we're getting another red? Who has asked you for this? I don't give a shit his color synergy with Kaioken. I don't give any fucks what the intent behind him is. He's a defense type that is frankly not going to defend, he's not going to offend, and he's going to be just a fucking shamble. And guess what? This could have been the legend that just did the things I mentioned that's good against someone that deserves a check. Broly, in turn, deserves a check. Yes, Broly is not the most toxic thing. It's UVB, it's Buu Duo, it's these others. But Broly is alleviating their stress, alleviating their pressure. So you need to check Broly first before you start checking the others. That's just how that process works. But then when you do the check, you don't even do it optimally to where it's actually going to be runnable and consistent, frankly, because you just could manipulate your timers to where Broly really isn't going to be in harm's way of Kaioken as consistent as maybe they impression it to be. Unlike where Cooler, we could guarantee like these snipe outs, these guarantee entries of the sub count up and all these things, the spam strikes. That's all there for you. It's all given. And again, while Cooler is toxic and he is a very toxic release to the game, he's still doing the job he is. At least the unit is doing what they're meant to do. What's the purpose of releasing a character that doesn't do what they want to do? Why release Final Flash Vegeta the way he is? What did he actually serve in purpose? To be inferior to others? What the fuck was the point? There was nothing to that. And they released 2 units, and alongside a very tragic, trash, garbage, whatever adjective you want to say, banner that has no impact either. What the fuck am I looking at when I look at this banner? I see Evo, who... yeah, bro, give him a Zenkai or second plat. He's not going to fucking be touched, because why? What? Let's say you Zenkai him. He's going to buff Kaioken? Wow, we're Zenkai unit after a year of release, and then they still suck? Okay, Purposeless. Let's buff UI. Yeah, let's help a toxic trait. That's great. Zenkai buff for Kaioken. Cool, great, whatever. Zenkai buff for Kaioken. Cool, great, whatever. No one here is desirable. Kaioken isn't even desirable. You were impressioning you yourself were thinking, wow, I need him. He's really good on Broly. Let me summon. And then you see how he looks, and it's just, here's inconsistency here, there. He has to get like a perfect timing for his gauge to be like refilled on perfect timing, and then kind of, even if he is better on more usage, it just isn't something that's necessary. You are not going to see this guy being a main striver on teams, because it just isn't something that's doing what his role is meant to be in a full nature that's actually mattering. You will have matches where Broly's in a match, Broly will go full power, and this guy was meant to stop that, and guess what? He still went fucking full power. TVB is a very good example of doing his role of this similar vibe against UMV and Rathan and Ultra UI. He did it pretty effective. He didn't do it as good as Cooler, but he did it to a lesser degree of toxicity, given he infinite comboed, but like his premise of stopping autos, he was doing that to a pretty effective degree. I would say he was a more understandable release within actually stopping things that he's intended to stop. But this guy, it's not, bro. And if someone runs TGB, which obviously people would say TGB gets stock up, guess what? What does this guy do? He's not touched. He's running for the hills. Who do you run with this guy? That's not just a leader slop shit, which obviously you will. That's gonna be a red for him. Nothing. Go run UVB, this guy, in 17 Frieza. Guess what? He will look the worst 10 out of 10 matches, 100 out of 100 matches, every single time, whether Broly's there or not. These releases sometimes just have no impact. This literally is Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku refurbished. It's the same exact thing. Tamagami number 1 didn't do anything. No needle moving there. I guess he's okay, but like, the fuck does okay mean with all these characters that do what they do? There's no needle movement. There literally is no impact to anything, and it just doesn't make sense why this happened. Like, this is a month-long campaign, and the end of it all, within what we got within the actual big time of said month, is just nothing that you're not going to run within Topo, and he should have been something that you were going to run, and something you desire, and something you chase, even if you don't care about him, because he's doing a role that you really desire for yourself to win. And another 1% that could have existed, that's now a legend of Kaioken, which, guess what? It's reused slop, it's mediocre slop, and it doesn't do anything. He just doesn't move anything at all. There's no threshold being pushed. He's not being this top tier broken god. If you're going to look at a top 10 list, you're going to see this guy not in the top 3. And if you're not being in a desirable manner for that, I keep saying fucking desirable, in a manner for that, then what do you matter? What does your existence even mean to anything? Why are you here? You release, you sell us this. Shouldn't I see a gain to my, like a profit to my gain to something to me? Like, I gain this character. I see a profit to it. Okay, he's okay against Broly. What? That's supposed to be justifiable? For who? It's trash. It's slop. It's shit. There's nothing to this. It's annoying because we've seen this so many times, and then it's bipolar as well. It literally is, because you look and it's like, okay, here's 17 Frieza doing like the moving mountains type of being just a generalized, really good overall character. Then here's Gohan Trunks that get fucked over within the next 2 weeks of their release, and then here's Legend Broly who's perfect and just really graceful. Then here's Legend Rose who's perfect, but then here's Bardock who was shit on release, and then Legend Rose carried him. Then here's Diamond Riku who was shit and then stayed shit. You see how it just flows of like, oh, let's roll my slot machine, let's roll my dice, and you know, if it's even or odd, I'll choose what happens. It's so fucking stupid. There's no merit to it. Why not just be fucking consistent? Why is this one rep's character so awkward and so circumstantially okay, solid enough? Well, this one's a demon. What? Why are you doing a campaign if you're not going to be consistent on the campaign? Why is this fucking dickhead a fucking defense type? I don't... Oh, it's so frustrating. Yeah, I know. It's a big craziness to want consistency in something that's very inconsistent, but holy fuck. I don't know how the same people that make this unit can make this unit. I don't know how same people that make this unit can make this unit. And they're all damn near... All four of these are within a month span to one another, and it's like, can we get somewhere? Like, progress? This guy auto counters for breathing. This unit got fucking pushed down into the dirt because they breathe. This unit's probably gonna age magnificently. And so what happened here and here? Just fucking space existence? Like, it just fucking faded? Like, one day you're on the fucking tar, one day you're off. Like, I really can't comprehend it. It's so fucking, like, look at this guy, look at this too. Like, what the fuck? Just want consistency, man. It's so fucking exhausting seeing this game be as fucking stupid as it is. Because this guy is a cool release. He could have been better with animations and actually doing something that he's actually doing what he desires to an overall extent. Sure, it could have been God Topo, but if it is Kaioken, make him cool. You made him lazy, you made him sloppy, you made him fucking Shallot. Like, I refer to this guy as fucking Shallot's brother. This guy's from 2023 compared to someone that's in 2026. They should not be comparable in how they're fucking reuse fucking ugly shit. But they are. Purposeless release. I fucking hate it. I'm so tired of seeing them. I'll see you in the next one.